It appears that this particular diva, yes, we're talking of course about Meghan Markle, is finding that perhaps her good chum is not too crazy in love about this new idea, an incentive by her to make sure that her latest project literally takes off. As ever, let me explain. Now, good to see you today. You all right? You're not bad? Well, you're feeling all right. I know, it just rolls on, doesn't it? Soon going to be March. How did we get to March? What happened to January and February? I don't know about you, I'm always kind of glad when those darker months are out the way over here in the United Kingdom. At least things start to lighten up a little bit. You know, it just makes you feel a little bit better, doesn't it? But whether you've had a terrible January or not a fabulous February, let's hope that March becomes our month. Yes, it's the start of spring. Yes, you feel like a spring in your step, don't you? You did. You're not now, you sat down. Wish I was. Yes, oh, I know. If you could do this, you see, as I often say here, I don't like sitting inside the studio. Many of you have seen some of the studios that I operate from. I just find them really boring. Sat in a chair looking at a cam, really boring. I like to be out and about with the public. Well, not too close, not with this act. You know what I mean? Yes, you never know how it's going to play out, do you? Back as ever to your royal story of the day. This was trumpeted as a big return, wasn't it? You know, the Norma Desmond, Lemonada, yes, podcast apparently. You know, we'd all got it wrong with Spotify. It was our fault why it hadn't taken off. Not enough people knew about it. What a ridiculous pile of rubbish. Do you know what I mean? When you think about it, he didn't take off because it was crap. I mean, you can dress it up any way you want, bar one or two interviews. There was nobody really worthwhile. In fairness to Meghan, I have to say the podcast market is incredibly crowded, you know. It's not one that I've gone down. I don't really understand the difference between a podcast and a video like this. They're all filmed, so what is the difference? Or do they just sit in a room with two microphones? You tell me. I don't really, you know, past caring. But the thing is, of course, the company that have decided to sign up Meghan is a minuscule company, and there's no way there's a mega fee attached to that. As we told you, it's going to be based on listeners and a split percentage deal. 70-30 is what I've been told. 70% to Meghan and Harry, 30% back to the company. If you want to contest that, Lemonada, do let me know. But what's interesting is this. I find this particular, well, strange thing, because as you know, Meghan and Harry clearly love this international diva. Beyonce, now back with, of course, a country-inspired sound and look. A lot of people are attacking her basically because they're saying, well, the bigger picture is this. That, of course, you know, Madonna did this already a few years back. Really? I mean, everything just comes around, doesn't it? You could say Tammy Wynette started it off years ago. You could say many other amazing country artists. It's just Beyonce's flavour. She's a very talented lady. And I think, what's wrong? You know, she wants to try a new musical direction. Of course, she's one of the hottest talents, literally, in the world right now. And some might suggest, of course, not just a hot talent, but more importantly, as Taylor Swift is unavailable, an ideal podcast guest. Now, Harry and Meghan referenced Beyonce on their docu-series for Netflix, remember that? And then there was that very strange thing at the Disney premiere where Harry was looking for work for his wife and begging the Disney CEO for voiceover work. But there they were, looking chums. And then, of course, you know, Beyonce did do that wonderful thing of unveiling a portrait during a concert of Meghan as her queen. And if she feels the same way now. According to a very well-placed source, well, Meghan Markle would like her to be the very first big guest on the podcast. It seems that Beyonce is not too crazy about the idea. As ever, we have to say allegedly. It's all about schedules, conflicting times, that sort of stuff, you know. And moving forward, it's yet to be seen if, of course, she will sign on. She does need somebody big, literally, to make some money to kick it off. As I said, it's a split percentage deal. Beyonce will be an ideal guest, but then who wants to be the first to try out a brand new scheme, you know, a guinea pig? Somebody like Beyonce is a global superstar, and it's going to be a great feat of achievement if, of course, Meghan can pull this off. She's hopeful and apparently wooing daily. Will Beyonce finally say yes, or will Meghan be left as simply a single lady in a podcast studio all the way in Montecito? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.